Zidon Daney, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Nerd Chat here on Electro Ninja's Lab. I am here with my fellow host.
I'm Jack.
Yep, and Joker will not be joining us today. Apparently, he has something going on. But a lot has happened in the world of Pokemon since we last talked. So we decided that we would, since the last time that we talked about Pokemon, that is. So we thought we would talk a little bit about Pokemon and our thoughts on all of the new chaos that's coming. Oh,
I gotta say, I'm pretty excited.
yeah, fair enough. Let's see. So, firstly, there was obviously we should definitely talk about the new Paradox Pokemon, Iron Leaves
Yeah.
and Walking Wake.
Have you caught Iron Leaves yet?
I still haven't. How about you?
Nope, working on it.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue with it is just it's such a pain in the ass to get, and it's just like, why are you a pain? You should not be this painful to get a Pokemon. um, like especially since like Walking Wake was so freaking easy in the battle department. Um, like basically I was in a team with two Miraidons, and they just wiped the floor with the guy.
Oh yeah.
So like, yeah, if you have a Miraidon, and you choose to battle with that, then Walking Wake is like super fucking easy. But I don't really think that there's anything that can really stand up against Iron Leaves because it's just insane. Like, it's obviously it's psychic grass, right?
Yeah.
Which is not like the most powerful typing in the world, but it's still like, for whatever reason, it's just ridiculously powerful. And I think that the main reason for that is just the obviously it has some really good coverage moves. So like the main thing that you really want, the most powerful attack it has is that psychic ability. So you really want to make sure that you have a dark type, but then you also want to make sure that you have something that can handle like Mega Horn and Leaf Blade, because if you don't, then it's just like I'm dead. I'm just dead.
So far, what I've discovered is that my Annihilate is the best thing to take it on.
Hmm. Okay, so Annihilate, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to get him up to level 100,
Okay.
and then
So yeah, that might help, but at the same time, it's like this thing is such a pain in the backside, and I don't know why they made it so fucking painful. I don't know, but yeah. So obviously there's that, and then on top, so with that, that's whatever. Um, it's a huge pain in the backside. Whatever. We understand that. We knew that it was going to be a pain in the backside, but it just was. It's ridiculous. So I don't know. But so yeah. Obviously, he's a pain. But on top of that, we also got like all of the new information from the recent Pokemon Direct. Pokemon Direct. Um,
True.
which that's fun. Like, who would have expected that that you would have that we were gonna get like chaos?
Right? Oh, absolutely.
And like obviously it's not like the most chaotic thing in the world, but at the same time it's like so let's see. So we got obviously Pokemon Sleep, which what the fuck is Pokemon Sleep? Like,
It's an encouragement to get 8 hours of sleep per night for nerds.
I guess, but at the same time it's like, what? Who is actually going to be getting that game? I don't know.
I can't imagine. And the fact that it costs money is what baffles me.
It does? I thought it was free.
No, you have to have a subscription.
What the fuck? That's even.
I'm sure of it.
Oh my.
That's how all of those. That's how all of those sleep apps work.
That is ridiculous. That is honestly insane to me. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what I was expecting, but that was not what I was expecting, to be completely honest. Well,
Eight days freaking spent on Pokemon Sleep, and we're just over here like, can we just learn about the DLCs, please?
Yeah. I don't know. It was, needless to say, it's weird, and I don't know how I feel about it.
I told my friend Zip about the DLCs, and she thought it was hilarious.
Oh my.
But we also found out that there was 236 Pokemon reintroduced, and I found a list of them, and holy shit, they've got all the starters from all the original games.
Nice. Yeah, so I think like the only one that they don't have is like they skipped a generation, didn't they?
They skipped Black and White. They don't have Snivy.
Weird. That's just odd. That is odd to me. I will say that.
Eh. I don't know.
It's
I
weird.
cannot wait to go to Blueberry Academy, though. I'm super excited.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, I don't know. There's just some weird stuff going on with Pokemon in general right now, and it's just like, what exactly is going on here? I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, Pokemon. So obviously, so I don't know. So what other games did they say? So there was some Cafe Chaos stuff.
Oh yeah, the cafe. You can get one of the starters.
Oh yeah,
From
that's fun. Do you know anyone who actually played that game though?
I've played it.
You've played it, okay? Because yeah, I don't
It
remember.
was actually pretty fun for the whole 5 minutes I was interested in it.
Yeah. Okay, random question. What did you think about the Pikachu?
It was cute.
The Pikachu that was on the desk?
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of what I thought too.
It was weird because I was like, okay, are we just not acknowledging the fact that he has a CGI Pikachu sitting next to him making noises? We're just gonna not talk about that. All right, cool.
It's an animatronic, which makes it that's kind of weird. But
that's even better. Are we just like not gonna acknowledge the robot in the room, like literally?
I honestly have no idea. It's so weird, and I'm just like, huh? What? Who at the bed now?
I just thought it was funny. I was like, I thought at some point he would say, and this is my new friend, Pikachu. You may recognize him from our original games, or something like that. Like I was expecting him to say something about it. But then, no, nothing. There was just a Pikachu.
Yeah. And it's, some people were like, what the fuck is that thing? And I'm just like, it's Pikachu.
It's Pikachu!
I admit that it can be. I can understand like if somebody's like a little bit creeped out by it, but at the same time, it's like this one guy I was watching his reaction. And he's just like, and like having the heebie-jeebies over it, and I'm like, dude, chill. It's just.
It was a little uncanny valley. I'll give it that.
You know, but he was just like freaking the fuck out about it, and I'm like, you okay, dude? Like, I can understand, like, not liking it or whatever, but, like, I don't know. He had, like, this over-the-top reaction. I'm like, huh. I didn't really think it was that creepy. I don't know. It's whatever, but I just thought it was funny that apparently people are having, like, really weird reactions to him. And then, are you planning on getting the card game?
Oh, hell yeah.
Right? Like, it's
100%.
like, it's so cool, and it's like it's meant to be something that you keep for a very long time. So I'm just like, I am excited for this. I am going to probably get this. but I don't know. I'm assuming it's probably really freaking expensive.
Oh, it's probably gonna be upwards of like $100, but that's fine. I'm saving up for it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, whatever the price is, I'm willing to pay it, but at the same time, obviously, please don't be like so expensive that no one can get it.
Right? If it's like $600, I'm just gonna be like, "Are you fucking kidding?"
Yeah, and the thing that the reason that worries me is like there was this thing from Square Enix that's basically a chess set that was in the original game that was in Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's so fucking expensive. Legitimately, I have no idea why it's so expensive.
I think you told me about that. Is that the $1,000 chess set?
Yeah, and it's like I understand it has like gold and silver, but I don't think it's like fully gold or silver. I think it might be like a little bit of gold plating and a little bit of silver plating, maybe. But I don't even think it's real, because who's gonna actually make something that with real gold or real silver for a game thingy, for lack of a better term. I don't know. It's weird, but absolutely, I think that I don't think that the card game thing is gonna be super bad. I honestly expect them to be giving these to well, maybe not giving these, but sending them off to the different developers and such, or not developers. The different,
Influencer.
huh? Not influence. Well, some influencers for sure, but I also think like for the championships and stuff, they're probably going to have those as their new method, just so that they don't have to keep buying the replacements and stuff.
Oh, probably.
Like, I don't know exactly what they're planning to do with that, but I think that that is definitely a reasonable assumption to make. I don't know. We'll see exactly what they do with it, but for sure it looks like a lot of fun, and I honestly think that a lot of people are really going to enjoy having it. So yeah. Where was I? Oh, so yeah. So that was the card game thing. That's cool. Oh, the Netflix show. What do you think of that?
I am so excited for that. That looks fun.
Yeah. Like, I understand that some people have like an adverse reaction to like the to stop motion stuff, but at the same time, like, oh my gosh, I am so excited for that. Like, I absolutely love stop motion, and the fact that
Same. I used to make stop motion videos just for funsies.
yeah, I made some Lego ones on my 3DS and stuff, and it was so much fun.
Yep. Been there. My brother and I made them with an app on my phone.
Yeah. Honestly, it's not hard to do, and that's probably the best thing about that, because but at the same time, like, it is the more complicated you make it, the more time it takes, which this looks like it will be something actually impressive, but they've only shown like a small trailer, so I don't know how much they're going to be doing with it. I hope that...
Yeah, here's a trailer for it, and I was like, okay, and it showed us the waddling duck and then a still shot.
Yeah,
like,
exactly, and it's like, why did you not show us any more than that?
I was like, okay.
I'm assuming that it's probably my gut says that they probably don't have like as much. They're not necessarily putting all of their. They're not putting very much money into it. They're just like, here, let's make this thing. You can if it does well, then cool. If it doesn't, then oh well. It's not like it's not a huge time sink, or it's not a huge money sink like the Pokemon anime or something.
Yeah.
Or like the movies and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see exactly what they do eventually, but it doesn't feel like as big of a deal for them as like other things. Obviously the anime is coming is going to be changing soon, so that's fun. I'm honestly kind of terrified to see what people are going to be thinking of the anime as that starts to continue. But my gut still says that Ash is the new character's father, along with
Yeah, I believe that.
and also Serena is their mother. But some people are like, no, it's not. It can't be them. And I'm just like, you are funny. It is 100% them. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they do eventually, but I think it's gonna be a load of fun, and I think that a lot of people are absolutely gonna enjoy it, including myself. So, yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Pokemon thing, Sleep. Unite had some new stuff, but that's not too big. The cafe.
Pokemon Home is finally coming to Scarlet and Violet.
That's true. That's exciting. Unite is getting some more characters. Oh, the Go Plus Plus. What do you think of that?
What in the genuine hell was that?
Like, honestly, it's just like, okay, what is this?
And why, like, really, the Pokemon Go Plus Plus?
Yeah, like, what? Legitimately, what? I honestly have no idea what they're thinking with that whole thing, but at the same time, I guess I guess the Go Plus just isn't working enough for them, so they're they're making the new thing. I don't know.
I guess.
Obviously, Gimme Ghoul is coming to Pokemon Go. In fact, I think that it should already be in there. I haven't messed around with it at all, but I'm gonna be letting my parents connect their Pokemon Go's to my accounts, to my to my different accounts. I'm gonna let them do stuff with that. But other than that, it's like, huh, weird. I don't know what else to say about that. I'm basically, I'm glad that they'll be able to get Gimme Ghouls, and I'm hoping that they'll send me some, because I do want the that form Gimme Ghoul, but I don't know if what else I'm gonna do with that. But yeah, I don't play Pokemon Go, so that's what. So whatever. Obviously, Vivillon is also in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now let's actually talk about the big what's the best word for this? The
Would you say the robot in the room?
Huh?
Would you say perhaps the robot in the room?
I was gonna say the tortoise in the room, but or dragon turtle in the room.
That works too.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, dragon turtle in the room. Who's ready for that? Oh my gosh. So yeah, I don't know, the two new I guess the 4 new wait, no. It's 5 Pokemon? Yeah, 5 Pokemon. So there's 5 there's going to be 5 new Pokemon. I don't know. It's interesting, but beyond that, I really have no fucking idea. Obviously there's the 3 new mythicals. At least that's what I think they are. The other possibility is that they are starters for this specific section, which I don't think that's the case, but at the same time, like, I wouldn't be surprised, if you know what I mean. So, yeah.
It makes sense, but it's not necessarily what they've done before.
Yeah. So I think mythical is probably the most likely what those 3 are, and then obviously the bush and the turtle. The turtle is the thing that I'm probably the most excited for, because of the fact that it has like every single type on it. So that makes me wonder if, like, there are two things that I think could be the case with that. So one is that it could just be the fact that the turtle can change its type, and you can choose whatever type you want it to be. Like something like the Arceus or Silvally. I think that that's a decent possibility. Or what a lot of people are saying is that it's every single type.
So listen, if you are,
Huh.
I honestly don't think that that's the case, but I would not be upset if that actually ended up being the case. You know what I mean?
I went
So I don't know. We'll see if they exactly what they do eventually, but for now I'm just like, huh. I wonder what that's gonna be about.
this.
I don't know. Oh, so what do you think of the legendaries and stuff, the new Pokemon?
I'm pretty excited for them.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough.
They're cool.
Another thing
I
though.
will say that so far getting Iron Leaves has been a pain in the ass.
That's true. Do you think they're going to be adding any more Pokemon to the that we haven't seen yet, like making brand new Pokemon for the DLC? Because obviously, in the
I would be surprised if they didn't make a new one for the underwater world.
Yeah, fair enough. Like obviously in the original game, or in not the original game, in Sword and Shield, when they did their DLC, they did add some new legendaries and some new mythicals, but most of them are, I believe most of them were announced beforehand. I think the only ones that weren't were the Regis, I think. I could be wrong about that though. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. There's just some things that I'm just like, are we certain what's going on here? I'm not. But, needless to say, it's going to be fun. Whatever they end up doing, I think that we're going to have a lot of fun with the whole system, whatever it ends up being. But, yeah. I don't know. There's just some things that I'm just a little bit iffy at this point. But we'll, like I said, we'll see. They are saying that there will be like a whole bunch of Pokemon will be finally be able, once they're able to be transferred in. It's gonna be like 700, I want to say, that will be available in the game. Is what I heard last.
Yeah, I think.
So yeah, 715 I think is what it is gonna. That's what I've heard is gonna be in this. That you're gonna be at least able to transfer them in. So obviously that's not all 1,000 Pokemon, but at the same time, that's a good majority of them, and it probably means that we'll. I think that at this point, it's reasonable to assume that they are nearly done with getting every single original Pokemon fully modeled out for the different systems.
Yeah.
So I think that I would not be surprised if in the next game, whatever it is, it's gonna have every single Pokemon will at least be in the game. I don't know exactly how much you'll be able to do with them or what, but I do at least believe that we will at least be able to see every single Pokemon in the list of 1,000 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll like I said, we'll see. There's a lot that we don't know at this point in time, but needless to say, I'm excited. So another question: what do you think is going to be happening for the future of Pokemon? Because I have some predictions.
For the what?
For basically, what do you think they're going to be doing with the rest of, as Pokemon is getting closer to its, for one, the 30-year anniversary. I think I might have mentioned this to you guys, but I'm not sure. The 30-year anniversary is going to be happening right around Gen 10. So I don't know exactly what they're planning to do, but for I have a feeling that the 30-year anniversary, along with Pokemon, they may attempt to, along with Gen 10, they may be attempting to get 1,510 Pokemon by that point.
Huh.
I do not know if that's accurate. I don't even think it's accurate to assume it, but I think it's definitely reasonable to think that perhaps at least they are planning to do that, so that Gen 10 has that, and then all of the Pokemon and all of the things. The only thing that I think could be holding it back is what was it? I don't know. It's hard to say because so this year we're obviously we are getting the DLC, and it looks like that is all that we're going to be getting. I don't think we're going to be getting like another game or anything at this point in time. But next year we're probably going to be, one, getting another Legends game, but two, we're probably going to be getting a remake for Gen 5 or Gen 4. I'm not certain. So,
remind me what Gen 4 and 5 are.
Huh?
What are those again?
Did I say Gen 4? I meant Gen 2. So Johto and Unova. So I think that one of those two is going to be getting a remake and or some some new it might get a Legends game. So a Legends and or a remake. Probably both. But hard to say at this point in time, but I think that is a reasonable assumption to make, that we are going to probably be getting we are probably going to be getting those the at least another Legends game. My guess, like I said, is is Gen 5, which is obviously whatchamadiddle, that's Unova, and then Gen 2 is a possibility because of the fact that they did the recent whatchamadoodle game, the remake of Kanto, the first gen games with the Let's Go games. So people are assuming that we're probably going to be getting a Let's Go Johto of sorts. I kind of doubt that, but at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily be completely opposed to it. But based off of all of the evidence that we've seen so far, I think it's going to be Unova, just based off of what we've seen so far. So, I don't know. Hard to say exactly at this point, but that's my theory, that we're in 2024. My guess is that first we're going to be getting the remake, which will probably be done by the that company that did Brilliant Diamond and Sword and Shining Pearl, and then obviously the next game after that will be the Legends, what's his name again? Whatever the dragon guy is.
Oh yeah.
You're kidding.
The I don't know. I'm forgetting what his name is, but you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So, those are my guesses at this point in time as to what they're going to be doing, but it's hard to say. Go ahead and distract people for a second. I'll be right back. I'm kidding. I'm just gonna pause the recording. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the next games. So yeah, what was the name?
Whatever happens, I just hope that they go for the same. Ow, cat. Whatever happens, I hope that they just go for the same open world that they've gone with for Paldea.
Yeah. I understand that if they might want to just go back to the legend, go to the Legends route, because there is obviously some really good merits to what they did with that. But at the same time, like, let's be honest, after Paldea, there's like no going back.
Yeah, it's done.
So I don't know. I do have one other thing that I'm kind of curious about. Do you think they should start voice acting?
Nah.
Nah. Okay. So one thing that I've been hearing a lot of people saying is this game needed voice acting over and over again. And I don't necessarily say that I agree with that, but at the same time I can be like, I kind of understand what people are going for there. Because obviously, like, there were certain points where it's just like, this feels like a voice acting thing would have been nice, but I don't know.
Like with Team Star.
Huh? Yeah,
like
with Team Star, like, the emotion, like, there's only so much emotion that you can get from seeing what people are saying, and then, seeing what the people are saying, but then also, seeing what the, like, actually hearing them. It's like, it can be so much more impactful. I don't know. I kind of, like I said, I understand why they didn't, but at the same time, it's like, come on, you could have done something. Didn't have to be perfect, but I don't know. There's just some things that I think it would have been a lot better. I don't know.
You can go now.
So I don't know. There's certain things for sure, and I don't know. We'll see exactly what they do at a later date, but for right now, I think that it could absolutely work, and I don't know exactly what I want, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they do, and like I said, my main theory at this point in time is that they are probably going to be doing. I think that they're going to start toying with voice acting, but one of the big things that is why I do not think that they're going to be doing voice acting is just how freaking expensive it would be for them to just to do voice acting in general. We think of we think of all these games that are, they have, this one has voice acting, why can't all of these? And it's because of the fact that it legitimately would be expensive as hell. And people don't really think about that too much, and I kind of understand why, but at the same time, it's like, come on, you know why it's not voice acted. It's legitimately really fucking expensive. Like just thinking about, so the only game that I can think of, the only company that I can think of that does a lot of voice acting at this point in time is maybe Square Enix, because pretty much all of their Square Enix's games have complete voice acting at this point in time. But that comes with a little bit of a caveat. The only languages that are fully voice acted are 1, Kingdom Hearts, and 2, Final Fantasy, but they as well as I think that they might be doing it with other games, but I'm not 100% certain. But the biggest things with that is that they are only in English and Japanese. It's not including all of the different languages that it could be. Often those games, if they have different languages and stuff, they one of two things happens. 1, they're not voice acted, or 2, the more likely, they just don't have they don't have full voice acting. They might have like some, but they're not going to do the entire thing. Or it might be something where it takes a lot longer for it to get voice acted in said country because they haven't they need to translate it. They need to get everything perfect. Because Square Enix only really works primarily works with America and Japan. So they really don't see much reason to like do it in French or Spanish or really any other language. So I don't. They might at some point actually do different languages and stuff, but at this point in time, they don't really have a need to make sure that every single one of their games is in every single language. But if Pokemon were to do it, Pokemon would need to translate it to a ton of games, and they really don't have the to go from no voice acting to voice acting the entire game in every single language that they're already doing the game in, with the subtitles. It would be so much work, and I honestly can't imagine it. It's a lot easier to translate subtitles compared to that of translating into actual speech, because like people speak differently than we spell. It's not like a huge difference usually, but at the same time, it happens. There's some major differences between writing and yeah. So, a little bit of a rant there, but yeah. I think that I don't think that people necessarily completely understand what they're asking for if they specifically ask for for this game to be what they want. So I don't know. I kind of understand it, and I will admit that I really do enjoy the fan dubs, and I'm sure that there are some people who would be willing to get to do the to actually do the voice acting and stuff. But at the same time, voice actors need money. And I don't think that Pokemon is really in the position at this point in time to completely voice act every single in every single language. So, I don't know. We'll see exactly what they decide to do eventually, but yeah. It's expensive. That's the basic understanding of what I'm trying to say. It's expensive to voice act every single thing. Yeah. Just blanket there. We're done. But anyways, so yeah, that's the primary thing that I'm thinking about. Another thing also that I'm just kind of thinking about is, I could be wrong, but I think that the main thing that we're missing at this point in time for us to get once the remaining 700 once we get to 715, I believe that the majority of what we still need will be like legendaries and stuff. And the only legendaries I think that we have in that we are we're missing quite a few at this point in time, but I think that the main ones are one, Regigigas. I don't think he's in there yet. Oh well, he might be. I don't know. So I think Regigigas is, but I don't think that any of the Unova legendaries except for the genies have been done. I don't think that the Kalos legendaries have not been done. I don't think any of them have been done. Same goes for Alola, including the Ultra Beasts. None of the Ultra Beasts have been done. Have been modeled for the Switch. And then who else am I I'm forgetting someone else. The Johto legendaries haven't been done. I think that the beasts might have been done, but I don't think that they have been. Do you know if they've been done?
I don't think so.
Okay. The legendary birds, the normal the Kanto versions, those have not been done. At least not basically. What I mean by that is they haven't been done in a way that is not the Let's Go format, because the Let's Go method is different. I don't know if everyone understands exactly what that is, but there is like a slight modeling difference between the Let's Go versions and the and every other game. So I don't know. We'll see. They might just they might be using a lot of the same models, but I don't think that they are using all of the same models. Whatever they're doing with that. So yeah. So I don't think any of the Hoenn legendaries have been done, except for the Regis. And yeah, Sinnoh's obviously been done, but and then I think that's it. So Sinnoh and Kanto maybe, and then what? There's like one other. I don't remember exactly. And then obviously the generations that have been on the system.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see exactly what they do as we continue on with the games, but I don't know. It's the point that I'm trying to get across is that they're not far from getting all of the 1,000 Pokemon remodeled for the Switch, but it still will probably take a little bit of time.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see exactly what they do as the time continues, but at this point in time, they most of the they have modeled pretty much everything at this point, but that does lead me to believe that because of the fact that so much of the game has been modeled, I do think that we are at least in the home stretch, and they could quite likely make 500 more Pokemon in the next few before too long, so that we can actually do like something truly insane. But we'll have to wait and see exactly what they do. But it's been so yeah. I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. I don't think that they're obviously 500 Pokemon in one generation. That is absolutely insane. But with the Legends game and the obviously the Legends game will be adding Pokemon. The I don't think that the remake will, but the DLC absolutely will, and then obviously the new game will.
Yes.
So, whatever Gen 10 is, that's gonna have something. Not exactly certain what that is at this point in time, but it absolutely will have something. But yeah, we'll like I said, we'll see exactly what they do. Before too long, it's just gonna take us a little bit of time before we know for sure. But just imagining Gen 10, the game where they have 10 times the number of Pokemon as when they first started, not to mention the fact that it would be the 30th anniversary. That's huge. That's actually freaking huge if we actually get to see that. But I don't know. Well, like I said, we'll see exactly what they do as the time gets closer. But you know, one other thing that I would absolutely like to see is a new Pokepark game. Do you know what that is? Jack? Do you know what Pokepark is? Hello? You still there?
I ran away for a minute. Yes, I know what Pokepark is.
So what do you think of Pokepark?
I think we need another one at this point.
Right? It's just it needs to happen. I don't know exactly what they want, what they're going to be what they would be able to do with it, but 100% we need another Pokepark because it would just be so much fun to just play around with it again. And I don't know. We'll see exactly what they do as time continues. But I think that they are likely in the point in time where they are trying to get they're going to be doing something big for the 30th anniversary. I don't know what it will be exactly, but I think that Pokepark could definitely be in there, as well as quite possibly some other fun games. But at this point in time, it's kind of hard to say exactly what it will be.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Well, yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Listen, I gotta go.
All right. Well, this has been fun. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this nerd chat, and we will see you guys next time then. But on.
Bye.